Yes, people. So, welcome to the Behind the Stage podcast. So, today we're joined with a very special guest. This is our first guest on the podcast, Mr. Matt Parker. Welcome.
It's a privilege, boys. Being the first guest, I feel honoured. Hopefully,
Honestly,
hopefully I can bring in some views for you boys. I'll be the first guest on. You get like two viewers. I'm not asking that cunt to come back on.
no, honestly, like from the start, I remember saying to Matt, obviously speaking to you on Instagram, obviously asking you about prep coaching advice and just talking in general. I wanted to get you on the podcast from the start because I watch podcasts of your own too. So it is pretty cool to have you on here. It's an honor.
Appreciate it, man. I feel like I'm on podcasts a lot now because I'm on the men's physique specific one with Isaac, James, and Tamas, and then I've got the
Yeah.
other one, the stage standard one, which I've been really enjoying actually. So that's with Lewis and Josh, and that's like sort of like amateur focused. And yeah, no, it's going really well. Enjoying it, but I feel like I'm on a podcast almost every night at the moment.
Mr. Popular.
Well,
Too
yeah,
right.
it's like when you've got loads to talk about in show season, you might as well just slap record on and just talk about it.
Yeah.
We're very lucky in the UK where there's fucking shows every weekend, right? From April all the way to November, and multiple shows as well some weekends. So yeah, a lot to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, wicked. Wicked. Right. So let's get into the introduction. So, for people that don't know Matt, you are a prep coach, a PCA pro, aspiring to be IFBB. Obviously, if you haven't seen on Matt's Instagram, we'll plug it somewhere up here. Matt has now moved to classic physique. So,
Yeah.
talk to us about that.
Well, first things first, I'm only a PCA pro in men's physique. So I didn't
Yes.
know that. So I thought it's like IFBB. Once you're pro in everything. But
Mm.
no,
Yeah.
PCA, you move up a class, you got to start from the bottom. So yeah, I'll be starting from the bottom next year in
Oh,
classic.
so you can't jump to classic. You can't do the whole nah.
No,
I
so
never knew that.
I didn't
no,
know that either.
I didn't know that either. I thought, yeah, sweet. I'll just jump straight into the pro shows at Universe. And no, I got told you got to start from the beginning. But I
Oh.
think if you move down a class, it's fine.
But can you still compete as a pro men's physique, even if you restart a classic?
Yeah, I think so. So
It's
it's
so
like a weird
strange.
grey
There's,
area, isn't
am
it?
I right as well? I don't know if it's still the same, but I'm sure I heard once you go pro with PCA, if you compete with another federation, you lose your pro status.
Nah.
They've changed that.
Pros have done it for years, mate. If you think about it, like Ike is one of the top men's physique pros.
Yeah.
Every single year when NFM was around, giving out cash prizes and the tickets to America, he did both every year.
Mm.
So there's never, nah, they're pretty chill about it.
Well, that's all right then. That's all right.
Yeah. It's not like IFBB. If you were IFBB pro and you tried to do that, yeah, you'd lose your pro status.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm. But then again, I
How
don't know why
strange.
you'd want to swap over, would you really?
No.
Depends what
Yeah,
your goal is. There are some guys that do it now. Gerald
yeah,
has done it. Gerald Alavezo. He obviously was IFBB Pro. He's competing in PCA this year.
yeah,
Lewis Widgery done it.
yeah.
And look, he won like 5 grand last year from doing it.
Yeah,
So
that's the thing, isn't it? It's the money more than the. If you know you're not going to Olympia, you might as well just go for the money,
yeah,
realistically.
yeah. And in my opinion, I don't know if you boys agree because I know you've been both to like NPC shows. In America, how they run NPC shows, I don't actually like it. Like fucking pre-judgings in the morning, you gotta wait all day for finals. Like PCA is just so much better. Like you get on stage,
Yeah.
you get judged, you get your placing, you go home, you can eat, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
NPC abroad, it's a long way. It's a long day.
Even NPC in the UK as well, it can be like that, can't it? Like you do say, it's like the waiting for your results. Like you go on stage, it's a weird setup, isn't it? You go out, you do your sort of first few shots, you go again, you come back, you do then your poses again, then you find out if you're top five. It's like it's a long journey and it's a long process with the day.
That one's still not so bad because you'll still be done within an hour.
Yeah,
But yeah, like in America, for example, you've literally got to wait all day. There'll be like 6 hours between pre-judging and finals. And if you
yeah,
know you're not in the top three, you've still got to wait around for finals. That's a shit wait. You just
A
yeah,
want to
long
get
way.
done, you know? Yeah.
yeah.
So in a way, I mean, everyone's different, but I actually prefer how PCA run their shows.
Oh, it's smooth. It's so smooth.
Yeah, yeah. So
Very
yeah,
cool.
I am an aspiring IFBB pro, but what I would do with it, I don't know. I'm not sure. I might do a Lewis Widgery, but we'll see.
Come back to PCA.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I've said that, if anyone watches it, they'll never fucking give me an IFBB Pro card.
Oh, okay.
That's the excuse I'll use anyway.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They heard this podcast.
Yeah. But yeah,
So,
that's the goal, man. So yeah, next year I'll be getting back on stage and I'll be going for Soul League Classic. Yeah.
There's no more secret
so
shows coming up.
No, no, I've actually eaten now. I've eaten some
Yeah.
good food. Yeah, the Retta's out of the system, so I'm eating.
I was really shocked. I remember seeing Finley Roberts' story, and it was you, and I was like, "Wait, I swear you're in off season." I was confused, and then I was
Yeah,
like, "Wow, fucking hell! Like you look really, really good."
thank you, mate. Yeah. Well, a bit of context then. Yeah, so that was 3 weeks into the health phase, just in case viewers don't know. It was literally on a Thursday afternoon. I was still in shape. I thought, oh, should I just do one classic show? And then yeah, I texted the missus and she was like, "Yeah, let's do it." So yeah, the next morning we drove up to Scotland and I entered, and it was good. I'm definitely glad I did it. And I wanted to try out tanning myself as well because although I've competed for years and years, I've never tanned myself.
Mm.
And next year I want to do that at my first show. But I mean business at that first show. I'm spending a lot of money to go there. It's going to be Arnold's again. So I
Oh,
don't want to fuck that tan up. So I wanted to practice the tan first. So that was another reason why I did it as well.
Mm. Yeah, I
yeah, man.
find
Even
doing.
seeing you and Chris, is it Chris, the guy that won the overall?
Yeah, he's very good. Very, very good. Yeah,
I like.
he's got a lot of potential, I think, that guy. He's got very good balance, like head to toe. And I think once he comes in a little bit sharper, I'm actually quite excited to see how he gets on at pro qualifiers.
Between you two, like on the pictures, I don't know like what it was like in person, so we'll have to get your context on that. But it like you didn't look too far off what he was, to be fair, especially as it was your debut.
Yeah, I think upper body wise, it's just men's physique training split, isn't it? Upper body wise, I was
Yeah.
there. I was there. I just didn't have the balance he did because I've not trained for it. So also my posing could definitely have been better. Again, I've not posed for classic for a long time, so I'm already on that now. I've already got Sammy on the go, and I've already had a lesson. So yeah, if I was 100% condition and my posing was good, who knows what might have happened, but. For now, it was justified the placing. You know, Colsey deserved the win for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely going to go places. Like, I see him going viral, especially like with the structure he has. He looks pretty fucking sick. Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah. He only just
So,
made his weight cap as well. So he's like literally, he's up there. He's got enough muscle mass.
Because how tall
solid.
are you, Matt?
6 foot.
Okay.
6 foot gang.
Yeah.
I was so happy, boys. All season they were heighting me at 5'11". I went to the start show and Ian was like, "Yeah, 6 foot." I was like, "Fucking yes, back in there."
What was your weight cap?
98.4.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
remember
So
what
I
mine.
was close to that. I had to take my clothes off to make the cap.
Yeah.
But again, I wasn't in the condition I usually bring. So I've
Yeah.
got probably about 4 kilos I can add on, all needed in the quads pretty much.
Yeah. 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 Or just get the stretchers out, start stretching your feet before get another inch, and then moving to the next cap.
Fucking, I only just
Six
made
foot.
6 foot, mate. Yeah.
Get the missus, start pulling on your legs.
I'll have to start stretching now, I think. Yeah. Also, Mike Summerfield, just grow the hair out a bit, spike it up. Maybe that'll
Gel it
that'll
like
get
a
you going.
mohawk, so you just get a few inches.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fucking
So,
hell.
as we're on the topic of competing as well, as you mentioned, you did the Arnold this year. Talk to us about that. What was the experience like? How was it in general?
Tell you what, boys, if you ever get the chance to go, go. It is one of the best shows I've ever done in terms of like how you get treated. I felt like I was a professional athlete and like
Yeah.
how it all is backstage. They have a full Panatta gym set up. There's screens everywhere backstage, so you can know exactly what's going on. That's good quality live stream as well. So you know who's on stage, what's going on at the whole time, and you're on the same stage as is the pros, right? It's the professional setup, which I actually found weirdly, I was not prepared for it. So you know what it's like, boys. Like you've competed, you know what the shows are like in the UK and Europe. This was such a big stage that I walked out and it actually made me fuck up my posing a bit because I didn't
Oh,
know where to angle. Like, because the head judge was here, right? There's the live stream camera here, there's the photographer over here, and then the bench of the judges was quite long as well. So I didn't know whether to angle to the live stream, to the photographer, or what. So I feel like I didn't angle to anyone. I think I fucked it. But
Just
it's
do a
still,
shot at every camera, like.
yeah, yeah. Honestly,
Little spin.
that's kind of what I did. And if you watch the
Yeah.
live stream back, like sometimes I look like my angles are perfect, and sometimes it's just fucking skewed. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was a learning curve. But yeah, I'm really glad I did it. And like I said, I'm going to go back again next year just for the experience alone. But I'll probably do it different because this time we tried to do it fast because we didn't have a dog walker, dog sitter for long, and we tried to do it cheap. So we flew to Canada, rented a car, drove down to Ohio, which took quite a while. And we all did all that in the space of like 2 days before show. So the carbon up process, I didn't have long either. So there's quite a few things that I know I could do better for next time.
Mm. Can anyone just go into the Arnold's, or you've got to qualify for anything?
So you got to do a regional first. Because there's no regionals before Arnold's, because it's right at the start of March, you can get away with it as long as you've done a regional the year before.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have to place, you just have to do a
And
regional.
that's is that through NPC as well, or is that like their own sort of like Arnold's events?
No, no. So it's the regional show for NPC for the promoter in your country, if your country requires it. So like Dan, who just turned IFBB Pro at the Two Bros show like 2 weeks ago, he
Yeah.
didn't have to do a regional because he's Romanian, and in their country they don't have to do regionals. So he could just rock up into it like, and if you're from a country that doesn't require it, you can just turn up to Arnold's. But in
I
the
thought it was
UK,
like with Dan. It was weird because like isn't he a resident of like the United Kingdom? I'm not sure how it works because I thought he would have had to do a regional where
I
he lives
found
in Scotland.
I found out. So if you've got a passport that's from another country and you show that, that's enough evidence for them to sort of back it up. So he's got a Romanian passport, I think.
Ah,
Yeah. So he didn't need to do a regional. So
lucky Dan.
that's why you are right though. So that a lot of people obviously move to Dubai. They're then a Dubai resident. In that place, they don't have to do a regional either. So you don't have to be necessarily a citizen, but residency also qualifies you.
Oh, okay.
Wicked.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, so I have to do a regional. So I've done two this year, so I'm definitely qualified.
Right. Yeah.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Yeah.
Right,
Interesting.
next section. What are we thinking now, Matt?
We'll go into you. How you got into bodybuilding? Where was your starting point? Like, what got you into bodybuilding? Kind of what your journey's been like from the start.
Oh, yeah. So what got me into bodybuilding? I really fucking, do you guys like Dragon Ball Z?
I've seen it, but I'm not into it.
I don't watch stuff
I
like
know,
that,
I
but
know of
a lot of
it.
my
Boys.
friends
Yeah, I
do.
know of it. I've seen, on YouTube and stuff like bits and bobs, like people doing it.
Okay. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z. It's a cartoon. Really got into that when I was younger, and WWE or WWF back then. So
Yeah.
the combination of those two things, like just jacked people fighting each other, made me want to be jacked. And then I'm from Cornwall, and down there's not really, at the time, there wasn't really any gyms or anything. So my dad got me some weights, and all I did when I was younger was bicep curls and sit-ups, which is why all I've got now is biceps and abs. I've got fuck all legs. I wish he'd bought me a squat rack. That would have paid off. But, so yeah, from a young age, I just did that until I went to college, and then they had a good gym set up. So I spent all my break periods training because I just knew I loved to do it. But I couldn't really get into it fully for two reasons. First of all, it was from Cornwall, it's a really, really party place. Like you're growing up, you turn 18, that's it, you hit the town. Like you're going to be going out multiple times a week. And there's no gyms. But I'm from a little town called Perranporth. And then in well, when was it? I think around 2011, 2012, a gym opened in my town. I straight away signed up, got a job there, became a PT straight away. And then, yeah, I started PTing and then I got into online coaching and just kept going. So that was basically my first competition was 2014. So a while ago now.
It's like 12 years.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm
12
still
years.
not an IFBB pro. How shit is that?
What have I been doing? I mean, nearly 8 years. I don't even want to show yet. So, like,
What was your first show?
PCA first timers, men's physique.
Nice. What year? When was that?
Oh, when was it?
8 years ago. That must have been when did they?
No, so I've been training for 8 years, but my first comp was
Wow.
about 5 years ago. So that was
God,
the first time. So for 2021, I think it was.
yeah. I was going to say, I'm sure first timers haven't been around for 8 years because
Yeah, no.
PCA, they've only been around for what, about 10?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the first time as I remember in Birmingham.
Nice, nice. Yeah, that's a wicked show, that one. What about you, Pat? When was yours?
My first show was with Matt,
Yeah, together.
2023 PCA first timers, November. Yeah, not too,
Nice.
not a while, not
We
like
did
a
the
long time ago, but it
we
feels
did the
like a long time.
we did the two shows in one day. The PCA first time was in the UK Open straight after.
Oh my God, never again. That was, I did that last year as well to try and get qualification for Worlds. And I don't think I got on stage till about 6 o'clock. It was a long day.
So that was the same day, right? So you competed in the morning and the afternoon, yeah? That's what
Yeah,
I mean. That's what all American shows are like. That's what you'd have to do every time.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that again. I couldn't put myself through it. Like, even just the people that come and support you. I was backstage and I felt so bad for them because I was like, shit, when are we going to go on? Like,
Yeah.
everything was getting delayed. Then the judges obviously had to have a break. Yeah, it was a long day.
I
But a
remember.
funny fact for the podcast is before I ever competed, you both were the first two coaches I ever messaged when I was 17. So
Really?
obviously I competed when I was 18. The first coach I messaged was Matt Parker. And then it was you, Matt. And obviously with Matt, I remember you saying to me when I was 17, you lived quite far, like further down. I'm pretty sure you were still in Cornwall then.
When was it?
Um,
2017?
2022, I think I messaged you.
I would have been in Plymouth, I think, then. So a little bit further up, but still down southwest, yeah.
And then obviously Matt living in Hereford, which is about 40-ish minutes from me. I thought I'll go with Matt in
That's
the
what
end.
got it. I was going to say, you didn't sign up with me. I must have fucked the call up.
Second choice. I see how it is.
No, but it's pretty interesting. Back to message you first, both of you first for my first ever two coaches that I've messaged. It was it's pretty cool. Now we're on a podcast together.
That seems like a long time ago. Because I
Yeah.
remember, I
Very long
remember,
time
I
ago.
remember you messaged me. It does seem like a long, long time ago now.
Yeah, I didn't
We've
know
all come a
anything
long
about
way.
bodybuilding. Thank
Mad,
you.
mad madness, mate. What is your plans this year, Pat? You're back on stage, right?
Say that again. Sorry.
You're back on stage this year, right? Towards the end of the year?
Yeah, so I'm in a health phase at the moment. So this health phase will be until about July. We're going to start a deficit in June. Almost like a little tidy up over that month, and then we're going to get into prep for PCA Central,
Nice.
and then finals and potentially Worlds. I'm going to see how I place at finals because obviously Worlds there is no junior category, so I'll be testing myself again. And yeah, last year didn't go to plan, but the most important thing is I learned a lot from last year,
Yeah.
and I think that's the best thing that could have happened. So yeah, last year was a ride to say the least.
What did you learn? What's the biggest thing you learned the most?
Don't be a twat. Don't be a twat in the middle of your season. Yeah, I up until PCA Wales, like that was the first show, and then I think it was about 6, 7 weeks away from finals. So
Yeah.
finals was the main aim. Finals is always going to be the aim. I still want to be British champ, but if you want to be British champ, you've got to act like a British champ before. And obviously, I went on holiday after Wales, and I let myself down. I let myself down big time because I couldn't do PCA Venlo, which I went to anyways, or PCA Midlands, and obviously I couldn't do finals. So I think I ate a bit too much.
It's literally the worst thing you could do, bro. It's a tough one. I do get it because it's a long gap between PCA Wales and finals there. It is a long, long gap. But yeah, going on a holiday was probably the worst thing you could have done.
I know. I think I picked a bad like first show as well. Like PCA Wales was it. The standard was absolutely amazing. Obviously, you had Addy winning the pro card, fantastic physique. But even Keza in my lineup, I started speaking to him on Instagram. I was like, "This guy is he a Masters? Am I wrong to say that?"
He is Masters, but I'm putting him in short. Reason being is I've got guys in Masters as well. I don't want them to wipe each other out.
Now I remember seeing him on Instagram, and I thought him and Danny like, all right, I'm not gonna beat these guys, but as long as I can look presentable next to them, that was my main aim. And like, yeah, I learned a lot of both of them. Still speak to some of them on Instagram. And yeah, it was a really good show. I'd do it again as it's very close. Um, but probably not the best show to pick for my
It's a
first
tough
show.
show, man. And what's even harder is obviously there's only one pro card for the overall winner. So
Yeah,
you've got just almost just as high as a British finals standard. But obviously at British finals, every class winner gets their card if they're good enough. But there it's just the overall winner. But you look great, man. You look
thank
really,
you.
really good. You had condition, you had great stage presence. It's just the size aspect. Like you said,
Yeah,
like it's Kerry, he is fucking dense. He's got a lot of density to his physique. But you'll get that just with time. So I presume you're already heavier than last year, right?
yeah.
So you'll be bringing it, mate. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Thank you.
If
And
you do
for
if you
Matt,
do Wales, I've got a strong team going again though. So I don't know if you want to skip it.
no, I'm not doing Wales this year. Obviously, well, I was meant to do it, but for the juniors, obviously Dudley's my coach, and we found out the night before that there was only going to be one junior. Dudley, being Dudley, said, "Fuck that, we're not doing that. We haven't worked this hard for you just to hardly get moved around compared to some bigger guys, but." Potentially, if I won my class, if that was to happen, I could have got compared in an overall, looking back on it. But I'm happy I stood on stage with people like Keza, Danny Hands, some of the great physiques that are now pros as well. So
Yeah,
yeah, I learned a lot from it. It was a really good show, mate. But I
good.
wouldn't be doing it this year.
Yeah, no, it was a very good one. So when are you thinking again? So Stafford, right? So that's 1 week before finals, I believe.
It is, yes. I was going to do PCA Yorkshire, but got a client doing PCA Central.
Yeah,
I may do Yorkshire just as an earlier show, just depending on how I am. Um, But as I've got a client in Central, I thought it'd be pretty cool to compete on the same day as a client as well.
it's a wicked experience. Have you ever done that?
Yes, I have PCA Wales. It's a bit shit because I was tanning. Like some incident happened in backstage with the tanning that day. So my client was doing junior bodybuilding. He picked up third as a natural in a lineup like that. I
That's
was
great.
well impressed.
Yeah, yeah.
So I didn't get to see him, but we competed on the same day, so we got to share post-show treats. So it was nice.
That's cool, man. That is very, very cool. It is great to be able to do that because you're all on the same journey together, and it's quite motivating for them at times as well to see you getting up there and placing or competing. It doesn't even matter if you place. I remember I did
I
one show
think
NFM a few years back, right? And I was in the pro category. I had quite a few amateurs in the daytime, and they all waited around all day to see me compete. And I won every show that season. So I was feeling confident, right? Fucking get on stage and I completely flopped. I came dead last.
oh no.
Oh
And I
no.
was I was gutted. I thought, oh shit, they're gonna think less of me now that because I didn't place. No one gives a shit. As long as you bring a great look, because a lot of coaches out there really worry about that. What if I have a bad season? I was only talking to one of my guys yesterday, and he was like, if I don't place well, Matt, my career's fucked. Like, it really isn't.
Ah,
Like, no one cares. Honestly, as long as you're positive, as long as you enjoyed it, as long as you're getting better, bring your best. No one cares where you place. I've lost way more than I've won.
Mm, yeah, literally.
how do you almost deal with like going from winning, like you said, you're just on a winning streak, and then you take that one loss? How do you almost deal with that as an athlete?
Yeah, I've got better with it as the years have gone on. I mean, if you look at my season this year and last year, because I'm going for IFBB Pro card, it's a higher standard, right? That classic show was first one I've won in a while. So I've just kind of just learned to just embrace it. I enjoy the process anyway, and this is what I say to everyone is whether you win or whether you don't win, after the show, nothing changes. You're still going to be bodybuilding, right? You're still going to be going through the process. So it doesn't really matter. Even if you turn pro, fine. You're now at the bottom of the ranks and you've got to start again anyway. So you just enjoy the journey of it. And as long as you're bringing your best and leveling up, it doesn't really matter. And that's what I always try and think of. And honestly, I don't care when I lose now. Like it doesn't bother me because I know I'll eventually turn pro. It will happen because you can't beat a guy that doesn't quit. And I won't
Exactly.
fucking quit.
Just
I'm
got to
too
keep on going.
I'm too stubborn, man. I'm too stubborn to quit. I will fucking get it.
We
And then
believe in
I'll
you.
decide what I want to do from there. Yeah.
Solid.
Mm.
How about yourself, Matt? So obviously you are in prep now. You've just started prep
Two
this
days in.
week.
2 days in.
What is your goals for the season?
To be honest, this is the second time doing classic now, so just want to be competitive. Just want to be able to get on stage with a really solid physique, peeled out with striated glutes, is really my only target. Placing wise, obviously I want to win shows, but as long as I'm peeled, that's all that matters to me right now.
What shows you going for? Or are you a secret squirrel, like to keep it quiet?
Well, I've picked shows. But I'm someone in the past that's always been so meticulous, like knowing like I'm 3 weeks out, look at myself, I'm not 3 weeks out, start stressing and worrying about it. So I've got some shows in mind that I've given to my coach, but I've just said, look, if we're ready, just fucking tell me, we'll go for it, sort of
Yeah,
thing. So I think the first one, if we are early, will be PCA Wales. But
Ooh.
yeah. Yeah.
nice.
You ain't got anyone in classic, have you?
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
Tall and short.
I might just do a accidental. I've binged on my diet coach, or can we push it back a week?
No, you'll be fine, man. It'll be a great show to
Yeah,
go for.
we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, PCA Wales might be the first one. We'll see, but I think PCA Midlands is probably going to be the more likelihood of the first one because I
Nice.
don't want to rush. I don't want to rush trying to do it because I've always rushed preps in the past and just end up just pissing away muscle and just look flat and just shit. So I'm just like, right, let's just do a longer prep, make it smoother, make it more, enjoyable for this process.
Yeah. Yeah, nice, mate. You've got a good mindset. And like I said at the beginning of the episode, we're so lucky in the UK. There's a show every weekend.
Mm,
Yeah.
So yeah, if you don't mind traveling sometimes a little bit further, then you haven't got to rush it at all.
no, exactly that.
Some
Yeah,
people
well,
get annoyed about that though, don't they? They pick a show based on the location
that's
rather
the
than
thing.
where they're at. And I'm like, if you want to get into bodybuilding seriously and level up through the ranks, you've got to get used to traveling. Like
Yeah,
if you become an IFBB pro, you've got to travel all around the world, not just 2 extra hours up the road.
that's the thing. They pick close
Yeah.
shows, don't they? Like what's local to them, and like they have to be ready for that show because they're not willing to travel six
Yeah.
hours on the motorway to a venue.
Yeah, it's yeah. I try and get them out of that mindset straight away. I get it sometimes, like if they've got like family members that won't travel, then I can kind of understand it. But I will never sacrifice a look trying to push someone to make a closer show just because of the location.
Mm,
Definitely
I
not.
think that's something I'm going to take on board as well because I feel like the reason I chose PCA Wales was because it's like 20 minutes away. And obviously, like I said, probably not the smartest show to choose as there was a big gap in between there and finals. Now I look back on it, I think I shouldn't have chose it just because it's close. Maybe have a 3 4 week gap between my first show and then finals and then go from there. So that's something I'm going to take on board.
Yeah, it really depends on where you're at with things as well. So, like, if I've got someone that wants to go for a PCA Pro card, that's their main goal, and they're good enough to get it, then Wales is great show to do because you can still bridge that gap between there and finals with the few international shows that they have now, right?
mm.
I
Yeah.
can't remember off the top of my head how many they've got, but isn't there Holland, there's Germany, uh,
France.
France, right? All between that time period. So there's still more opportunities to go for. But if, like you in the situation last year, Pat, where your main goal was kind of like the finals, then yeah, that gap is so long. Like that's tough for any athlete.
Yeah. It was tough, very tough,
Yeah.
especially after the binging.
Yeah.
Terrible,
Well,
man. I can't even believe it happened. Like,
I can't believe it happened. You're the one that did it, mate.
I remember you messaged
I,
me. I think you was in Dubai and you messaged me saying like, "Oh, I think I've been eating off plan, but I think I'll be all right."
I was like, by day 2, I was like, okay, I don't look too bad. But then it was
That
like,
was it.
shit, I couldn't stop ordering.
Yeah, you
Oh
voice
yeah.
noted me saying, "Yeah, I don't think I look too bad though, so I think I'll be all right."
Once you
I,
open
I admit I was so surprised because I found the scales. I found the scales by day 4, and I was like, oh, do I want to weigh myself? I was like, right, I'm gonna have to and let Dudley know. So I warned him. I was like, just to let you know, bro, I'm pretty heavy. And he was like, send me pictures when you're back. Blah blah blah. Just don't be a dickhead. Prioritize protein. And I was like, all right, cool. Got back and I looked at the scales. I was like 13 kg up, and I was
oh my God.
yeah
In one
in a
week.
week. Yeah,
Fucking hell, mate. You went in.
I've never been that heavy, so I was like, it's a new weight PR, but this is not how I wanted my season to go.
Back to off-season peak weight in a
The
week.
reply from that, like from my check-in photos, was "You're a twat, zero carbs, cardio is this," and I was like, "No, I'm literally flying to PCA Venlo on zero carbs. Why have I done this?" So yeah, it's
Oh,
a lesson learned.
did you have Cheesecake Factory though?
I did
Yeah,
a
that's
few times.
very, very good. Very, very good. My favorite place.
Yeah, man, I loved it. I had what did I have there? I think I had like burgers, etc. I had quite a lot there to say the least,
Yeah.
but it was very good. I don't think I'll go back though to Dubai unless it's for like bodybuilding purposes because the heat over there, I just couldn't handle it as well as like the food. I don't want to be in that position again.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go in the summer, but top tip for you boys, if you ever want to get some health checks done, Dubai is fantastic for it. You can get your echocardiogram, you can get your calcium score test, ECG, X-ray for all like under 200 quid. And you
I
can
saw
get
that on your story.
Mate, it's fucking class. You can get there, text someone. Yeah, you can get it all done the next day. Whereas if you try and do it here, you got to drive hours. You got to spend, I think it's like 250 quid just for an echocardiogram.
Yeah,
Whereas you can get all of it for under 200 quid in Dubai. So there's a
Christ.
top tip. You ever want any of that shit done, just go there and get it done.
Solid.
Might be on the cards next
Right.
year then.
Yeah, too right.
Mm.
Shall we get into some rate your physiques?
I got one more question actually. Before just going back to like the when you got into bodybuilding, when you started coaching, we all know as coaches it's very slow to begin with picking up prep clients and bodybuilding. Where did you find was your sort of turning point where it just kind of set off and blew up for you?
Um, where it really took off. Well, I've been doing it on and off for years and years, but in and out of the industry for that whole time, to be fair, until lockdown, till 2020. And then we went all in with it, basically, me and the missus. And I'll tell you what, it didn't really take off for me to start with at all. It took off for her. So she did very well with it and was getting a lot of lifestyle people, mainly lifestyle. I got a lot of my old PT clients back and things like that. We eventually got to the position where we could go full time with it, but we weren't smashing it by any means. And it wasn't until we both had a good season of competing and we both had hired coaches ourselves to learn from.
Mm.
Then it started to snowball and go from there. So we were getting results. Our lifestyle clients were doing well. You know how it is. You start off with like photo shoots, and then the photo shoot clients then want to go into a bodybuilding prep, and then it just goes from there. I mean, my first ever client I put on stage was in Purely, um, and then it just like you work your way up through the federations in terms of what your clients want to do too. So yeah, I would say it's just been a snowball effect, but it was definitely slow to start. I definitely can attest to that. But you just got to keep going with it.
Mm. Yeah, I feel like I'm in that snowball now, starting to, because now the athletes coming in are better quality, bigger people, bigger shows. I'm like, okay, something's happening here. It's starting to take a little bit of a shift than I'm used to.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, man.
Yeah.
And what I would say to anyone is just do a really fucking great job with the people that you have because you never know how they could turn out. Like Charles. When he turned pro, like mate, when well, our first call, he had no idea, nothing about bodybuilding. I asked him to do a front relax for his check-in photo. He was like that, trying to pose for a front relax. He didn't have a fucking clue. But anyway, we just worked together for like 3 months, and I was like, oh shit, I think I've got a champion here. Just because you go all in with every single client you got, you give them 100 fucking percent, because you never know how they could turn out. Under 12 months, he turned IFBB pro. So
It's
yeah,
crazy.
that would be my advice to anyone. Is just give everyone 100%. It doesn't matter what you think their potential is. It doesn't matter because yeah, they'll stay with you. They'll move up through the ranks as you as a coach will move up through the ranks too.
Mm. Yeah, definitely.
How
Go
long
on
have you
then.
been coaching, Matt?
Oh God, when did I start? 2018. So it's about 8 years. So literally, as I started sort of training, I think I trained for about a year or something generally, and then got into coaching as a general PT in a pure gym.
Yeah,
And then worked my way up. Moved. I knew my passion was bodybuilding. Moved to like a bodybuilding gym as a PT. Had better PT clients, and then I think when was it? It might have been lockdown, you know. And then after lockdown, I think that's when I just went, you know what? I'm not going back to PT. I'm just going to go online. That's my calling. I'd say cut it here. Let's just change it up. I brought back a few PT clients then, but it was more the case of like they're going to be hand selected. If I know they'll work hard, I'll work with them in person. But from here, it's just prep clients realistically is all I want. And then I think it's just over the time. Since then, it's just been like ticking and ticking and ticking up.
It's a scary decision, isn't it, though, to
Mm,
take that jump for the first time? Like, it's not so bad, I guess, PTing because you can easily go back to PTing. But if you've
yeah.
got like a full-time job, which isn't in the industry, and then making that leap to online coaching, it can be quite scary for people. But usually, I don't want to persuade anyone to do it and then they flop, but usually it pays off.
Yeah, as long as like it's like with an athlete, isn't it? As long as you put your effort into it, it will eventually pay off down the line somewhere. It's
Yeah.
just like you've got to give it everything to kind of to grow. If you half-arse in it, you're going to see half the results.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a big believer in the burn the boats mentality as well. You know, like you get to the island, if you want to make it work on that island, you burn your boat so you can't leave the island.
Mm,
It's that
Yeah,
same aspect when it comes to the business. Like
yeah.
you want to give it a go. You've got to go all in. Give it everything you got, and you will be sort of like more successful.
Yeah.
Any regrets for your coaching journey?
Oh,
Either of you?
I suppose in my early career bodybuilding, putting people on stage it probably wasn't their best, but I think that just comes as you naturally learn, don't you? Sort of thing. Like doing different ways, like you see stuff online or you learn from coaches, you're like, oh, let's try this protocol. And then it doesn't kind of pay off because you don't understand it. I think over the years, as I've educated more under Callum Pro Coach, um, it made sense. And then understanding with trialing and testing things, and then there's not really a regret because you understand what I was actually doing with the protocols.
Yeah, yeah. What about you, Pat?
obviously, I started putting people on stage last year, so I haven't been coaching for very long at all. Like I was coaching people in 2024 completely for free, and then it went to like £25 a month, like £50 a month. Um, and I've still got people that are that joined me in 2024 that were free at the time that are still free now. So it's pretty cool. But I do regret a few things. Like last year, putting a few people on stage almost I feel like too early just because they wanted to get on stage just to get people on stage rather than getting the best out of them and then putting them on stage. That's something I do regret, but also like, looking back on it, looking at how I've peaked clients, for example, saying, we should have been fuller there, we should have been a bit sharper there. I was saying this to Matt the other day on a call. I had a client who won his first natural show in Kettering last year, PCA Naturals 4, and then we went on to the natural finals. And I looked at him in the morning, but when I look back at the pictures now, how I think compared to how I thought that day, it's completely different. I'm like, why did I do that? I thought, okay, we look good, but let's put in a bit more food. And I was like, fuck, why did I do that? Because on stage, he ended up getting first call out in a very big class. He came sixth, I believe. Whether I thought like he deserved to get higher or not doesn't matter. I'm going to be biased, but yeah, I think like I shouldn't have put that food in, or I shouldn't have put that food as high as I did that morning, because we would have got potentially a drier look.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
think,
think we've all been there to some degree, to be fair. I think with myself, I was quite fortunate in the fact that, like I said earlier, it took off very slow with competing clients. So I didn't really make any mistakes like that with people on stage because I already had done it for like photo shoot preps and shit like that. Because everyone needs to develop that coaching eye. I know I had this conversation with Sammy the other day. Some of the best this might get people pissed off, I don't know. Some of the best educators in this field, not all of them, but some of them are very good at educating. I've spent hundreds and hundreds of pounds on consult calls from certain people, but I would never go to them for coaching because they haven't got the eye for it. The eye for it and the knowledge, they're two totally different things. And you only get
100%.
that eye for it from being in the game for a long time. So yeah, I made a lot of those mistakes with photo shoot clients. So we've all been there. And as long as you give that client 100%, and I think take ownership for it too. Like, oh, potentially we should have done this instead. We'll nail it for the next one. They'll stay with you. You'll nail it for the next one. You level up as a coach, level up as an athlete. I think that's what it's all about.
Mm. It's like trusting your instincts as well, isn't it? Like you can sense no, that comes with experience, but more so in the early phase, when you look at something, it's the eye, isn't it? You can trust your gut with, you know exactly what you need to do here, rather than I think in the early phase, there's always going to be that sort of like second voice thinking, well, maybe I should do this or should I do this? And it's like whatever your gut is telling you is probably the thing that you need to go with.
That's that eye. That's that eye that I was talking about. Like you
Yeah.
can just try and go off studies and stuff, but trust me, it doesn't work. Like,
No.
everyone is so unique and individual, and you only learn that from working with that athlete for an extended period of time, and that coaching eye that you develop.
Hmm. It's like peaking, isn't it? Like a lot of people just jump to peak and like, right, peak max diuretics. Oh shit, we've got flat. What do we do? Oh fuck, let's add more carbs. And then you just ruin the look. And it's
Yep.
like, no, sometimes you can just look at a physique and go, meal by meal, you go, no, you're sound. Keep cracking on. We're good.
Yeah, no, exactly that. A lot of old school coaching protocols, I'm sure you boys have come across it, is the old burgers, fries, diet.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
Oh
yeah,
God.
it works for maybe 70% of people. 30%
Mhm.
of people have fucked their whole show day up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it's the same process really. Is like you said, Matt, it's learning their physique and learning what to do with them using your coaching eye rather than just relying on one way or a study sort of thing.
Mm.
So I'd say my biggest mistake is business mentors.
Oh, same here,
And
actually. Yeah, same here. Yeah,
Fucking hell. I wasted some money there.
yeah, yeah. And
I
they're
wish
not
I did.
cheap either.
No, no, man. I
Fuck
mean,
me.
the first one I got, I won't lie, that I'm glad I did it because it got my how I deliver coaching to a decent standard, like the back end of things, the payment system, shit like that.
Yeah.
But in terms of how to market yourself, it's so fucking cheesy and lame. And I spent I think 5 grand on the first one, 4.5 grand on the second one. The second guy, I was spent a month with him. I was like, I don't want to do anything this guy's telling me to do. I wish I took all that money, so what was that, just under 10 grand, and put that all into consult calls and like expanding my knowledge on how to actually deliver coaching. And I
Mm.
would probably be much further along earlier, sort of thing. So yeah, business mentors, fucking yeah, I
They're
wish I
not.
didn't do that.
They're
red
really not
flag.
worth it. They're really not. Like it's all marketing, isn't it? Like how to create your content, emotionally trigger people, like writing your captions this way, getting you to do email. Like it's just so much, and it's like that's not coaching at the end of the day, is it? Like I'm here
No.
to get results.
Yeah, I think it depends on what coach you want to be. Like, if you just want to coach lifestyle and get a fuck ton of numbers in, then they're brilliant for that.
Mm,
But I think we're all on the same page. Like, we want our brand and we want our coaching business to come across in a certain way, and we're actually quite passionate about what we do. We don't. I like for me. I have a cap number. I will not go above that. I don't really advertise too much because I like doing what I do. And
mm.
if I was to do what they were telling me to do, I'd just lose my brand identity and I'd just look cheesy as fuck. And
Yeah.
I'm not interested in that.
Yeah, I remember one mentor absolutely ruined me. I don't know if you'll know them. I'm pretty sure they've stopped mentoring now because they got so much hate on online and stuff for like scamming. But I remember it was picking up with clients. It was going well. Like more people, bodybuilders coming out. Oh, this is really getting going, sort of thing. I remember they were saying they were trying to get me to change up some systems and how I sort of coach and all that sort of stuff. They're like, right, now we're going to get you to charge more money. I thought, I haven't got any results in with these people yet. Like, no, you need to charge more money. And I remember all of a sudden, as I was charging more people just dropped off. And I was like, I'm going in the reverse. I'm actually worse off than I started with now. And I was
Yeah,
like, do you know what? This isn't worth it. I'm paying them like a grand a month for mentoring and I'm actually going backwards.
yeah, yeah. It's just a numbers game for them, isn't it? They're salespeople at the end of the day. And yeah,
Yeah.
they're good at getting sales, but like I said, you just got to, like in your situation, Matt, like those athletes that you were working with, you'd much rather charge them less, but get great results with them, right? Rather
Yeah.
than lose them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I get why they say what they say, and it does work for certain people. But yeah, it's my biggest regret for sure.
Mm, defo. Yeah.
You not hired one before, Pat?
Thankfully, I haven't. My
Mike,
coach, my coach Dudley, I think he had a business mentor, and it was to do with the other stuff he does, which is like with the identity method, etc. And he told me just stay away from them. Like it's also happened to him as well. It happens to so many people. And I feel like it's a mistake a lot of people have made over the last like couple of years, and now it's like everybody's coming to life about you don't need them. Like they are a waste of money. But like you said, it depends what avenue you want to go down. But I won't be going down that avenue for sure.
No. For our sort of like niche, what all us boys do, what I would say if anyone's listening to this and wants to expand their business, I would say actually just hire a bodybuilding prep coach that is really approachable that you can learn from. Because you're going to learn far more from that. Because in essence, you'll also get a business mentor and a coach all in one. Because they'll teach you their methods. Most of my guys, I'd say 90% of my guys are online coaches. They ask me all the time, like, what would you do in this situation? I've got this client and I'm struggling to lose fat with them. So I'll talk them through what I would do. So if you hire an actual coach that gives a shit, they'll be like your business mentor on how to be a better coach anyway. That'll be a better investment
Mm.
rather than someone that just tells you to send cold DMs every day.
And far cheaper.
And far cheaper. Yeah.
100%.
Fucking
Yeah,
hell. Yeah.
yeah,
Because they're all up front, aren't they? They want
yeah,
like thousands and thousands up front. It's
yeah,
madness.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And you're always into a 12-month contract as well. That's
Yeah.
always the thing.
Yep.
I,
Yep. So you get like a month in and you're like, you don't even speak to them anymore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Waste. Such a waste, man. So yeah,
yeah.
you've done the right thing, Pat.
yeah, I won't be going down that route for sure. I'm gonna save my money and hold it tight.
Yeah. Yeah. You need it if you want to compete anyway. You got to put all of it into competing.
Exactly, exactly.
Mm.
Right, let's get into another topic. I just want to go over one more thing before we go into the physiques. Do any of you guys have any pet peeves within bodybuilding?
I've got
Let's hear it,
loads.
Matt. Let's hear a few.
Fucking loads. The number one that pisses me off at the moment is coaches that talk in absolutes. You know,
I can think of
you
it. I
have
can
to
think of
do
a few.
this. Yeah, you have to do this if you want to grow big arms. You have to do this if you want to do that. No, 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 mate. There's so many different ways you can do this game. If, like, for example, if you take like Kuba or JP and compare them to Tom Platz, like they train in very, very different ways, but one camp would tell you to do one thing, the other camp would tell you to do the other. Like they just prove that there's so many different ways you can do it. So that's probably my biggest pet peeve because it in a way, it's like a weird selling tactic. Like they say it to get clients, but you're lying to people because there's a really good. I'm sorry, I'm digressing. There's a really good YouTube episode out there, and it goes into all the Olympian champions, and it talks about their training style to become Olympia champion, and all of them train completely differently. So if
No
you
one right way is there.
yeah, if you hear a coach telling you, or someone online telling you you have to do it like this, or the studies say this is what you should do, or you're an idiot, fucking block them. Block them.
Get and go.
Yeah, yeah. So that's my number one.
Matt?
And how, I used to have loads, but I've matured. That's the problem. So, like, um, I would say probably one that's more recent, close to me, is when you coach coaches that say, or even just general people that say they want to become, or they want to be bodybuilders or compete, but they're like maybe their first timers or whatever. But then online, specifically PT, they're banging on about like, say they don't, because in their check-ins, they're not fully filling their check-in sheets, they're missing data, they're half-assing it. But then online, they're like, banging posts like you need to be adherent, you need to be 100% to get your goals. You're like, hang on a fucking minute, but you're not doing it for your own self. So how are you gonna tell it's like leading from the front, isn't it? Like that's one of my things that annoy me.
So any of Matt's clients watching this, if you don't fill in your check-in form properly, he's talking about you.
Yeah, yeah.
He's calling you out.
Oh, yeah.
Go on,
Name and
Pat. What's
shame.
yours? What's yours, mate?
I have a load of pet peeves, but something I really, really don't like often, and you could say this is aimed. I don't have a problem with the person. Matt, you'll probably know who this is. But I think I saw a reel recently of somebody, and it was like taking this amount of drug is going to do fuck all for your progress within bodybuilding.
I know who you're talking about.
And straight away, I think, well, hold on, that only applies to certain people. That doesn't apply to legitimately everybody. And there's been like multiple cases of this. And I think straight away, like to the normal like viewer that will watch that, they think, shit, I need to start at this dosage now. And I think I just don't like it with the way some coaches will word things because you really don't know who's watching. Who's going to be watching the video. Some people will just jump straight to that dosage when really you don't not it's not for everybody. I mean, if you're a big guy, let's say 250 pounds plus, fair enough, like that might apply to you, but it's not going to apply to the generic person. So I think don't listen to all the like the advice about gear, etc. on Instagram. And once again, get a bodybuilding coach to actually advise you and give you the correct guidance.
I feel like I know who you're talking about, but I'm not 100%. Is it this? Is it a person that might post like their full stack on Instagram, and then you start seeing every other person starts running it as well?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
okay. I know who you're on about now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's one thing that does annoy me because I've actually used, for example, like the certain dose that it's meant to be shit, and I got great results from it. I thought it was amazing. It's probably what I'm going to utilize again this year, maybe for cost benefits as well. Um, and I thought, yeah, it worked amazing for me. I got a load of progress out of it. I think it got me a look that I haven't had before. So yeah, I'm sure it could work for other people.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that, mate. And I think I know who you're talking about as well. I do agree with what you're saying 100%. Like everyone's so unique and individual how they respond to things. Like even you could take something like even like Retta, for example. I know some guys that need like or they have about 4 or 5 milligrams per week. That's what they need, like because otherwise they don't feel the effects of it at all. And I know someone else that can take 0.5 milligram a week, and that'll be plenty. If they take more than that, they'll probably shit themselves. So yeah, everyone is so different in terms of what they need to get the results out of it. So yeah, I do agree.
Yeah, it's all like individual based. Like nobody's the same. It's the same with like you said about the bicep training, with like an Olympia, like a Mr. Olympia winner, like I don't know, JP and Kiva. Like everybody's different. Listen to your body
Yeah.
and get a bodybuilding coach. You will be guided in the correct way. Hire one of us.
Straight
Applications
in,
open.
straight in with that. I love it.
WhatsApp links in the description.
This is why Pat doesn't need a business mentor. He's straight
Yeah.
in with the kill shots.
Yeah, I am a business mentor.
Love it. Love it.
Right.
Do you want to get into the next one then? The rate my physiques, is it?
Let's do it. We've got, I think, 5 physiques I sent you over. I did get quite a few, but I thought we can go through like everybody's. So we will put some in the next episode that we do. Um, but yeah, we've chose 5, and there's some pretty interesting physiques. One of them is my client Max, and then I'm trying to think, is any of them your client? Uh, no, I'm not sure. We'll have to see. I think you might know one of them, as one of them trainer Alpha is a guy called Aiden.
Are you talking to me or Matt?
You.
You talking to me? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Aiden. I probably do know Aiden. Aiden that's just competed.
No, he trains at Alpha. He's coached by Jordan Gomez, I think.
Okay, bring up some shots. So I've not been at Alpha long, to be fair.
Which one is it, Pat?
Um,
This one. Oh,
no,
Aiden, this
Aiden.
one. No, that's yours.
That is Max. Keep on going up, I believe.
That's at
There
Alpha.
he is, yeah. There he is.
Nice, nice. Ping through
So
the.
Aiden is a junior bodybuilder. He's going for his first season this year, natural. He's doing WMBF, PCA first timers, and PCA naturals. So yeah,
Which ones is he going for in the summer?
I believe
So he's
I
in
believe
prep
he's going
now.
towards the back end of the season.
Okay, so he's not in prep quite yet.
No, not yet.
Gotcha. Okay. Show me some more shots. Nice. Keep going.
I think that's the only three you sent me in it, Pat.
Yeah, he's only sent me 3. I think for a natural junior, he's got really good foundation though. His hamstrings are pretty gnarly.
I would say he's got a lot of potential. I actually really liked his side shot. I thought his hamstring drop was pretty good. I also thought his tricep was pretty fucking wild. When he's going to be
Yeah,
peeled, That's going to be looking really, really good. And you can tell that his midsection is going to be nice and tight as well when he's all the way in. I think from the rear, he probably needs a little bit more density and width through the back. Like obviously, this is a back lat spread. I think he could, posing wise, he could probably get a little bit more out of that as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, a little bit more width from the back. Let me see that front shot again. Yeah, it's an aesthetic front shot. I'd say that most muscular suits him quite well, staying upright to show off those delt caps in the tight midsection. Quad sweep looks pretty good as well. I'd say, do you say he's junior?
He is a junior. Yes,
Yeah,
22, I believe.
natural junior. This is a really, really good physique. I think he's got a lot of potential ahead of him. Yeah, just bring that condition. I'm sure he's going to do very, very well.
Mm.
Yeah, I really do like his physique, especially like you said with the side shot. Like his hamstring drop is incredible, and yeah, like you said, the tricep it is really good. He's got a really good foundation. I think he'd do well this year, especially as a first timer. I'm not sure what he would be doing with the PCA naturals, whether it'd just be junior bodybuilding or first timer bodybuilding. What
Yeah,
would you suggest to do, Matt, if you had a client that was a junior? Would you suggest them to go into a first timer bodybuilding
no.
class or
I would
juniors?
say do juniors. The reason for that is naturals. Often time in a game means more muscle tissue as a natural, right? They've got to put the
Yeah,
time in. So if he jumps into the first timer and then he's against someone that's been training for 20 years, he's at a disadvantage. So I would say do juniors
yeah, man,
personally.
solid.
Yeah, good luck.
Right, so that was Aiden. We now have,
Want to go with Matt Howden?
yeah. So this is one of Matt's old clients. Funny
Yeah,
enough,
nice.
I believe Matt's a few weeks out from his first show. He was doing men's physique with Matt Owen, but he wanted to go into classic, and I think his plan is he's going to do a men's physique show. I think I said NABBA to you before the call, Matt, and do
Yeah.
potentially classic in the same day. I said to him, look, if you're not fully in yet for classic, possibly hop into a physique show, get some data, get some feedback, and then hop into a classic show couple of weeks later, potentially when you have to dig down. But I think his physique's really nice. His upper is very good. He's got glute striations in.
Didn't you say he was doing the Northeast literally in a week?
I I think he's pushed back his shoes as he's thinking about doing NABBA first now, I believe.
Or is that?
Nabbo Wales.
I'm not sure exactly what show, but I know he's in the next couple of weeks. I think he's less than a month away.
Yeah, Nabbo Wales is the start of next month, so it's probably that one.
Yeah.
So when you brought up that first picture, I thought, fucking hell, he's got a men's physique midsection here. That's very, very tiny. And then you said he was a men's physique athlete, so that makes sense. Um, yeah, I mean, I'd like to see him in men's physique shots because to me, looking at those midsection there, I'd say he's probably suited for that a little bit more at the moment.
Yeah.
Um, but that's not to say he can't build into classic more. I just feel like he could potentially do better in men's physique this year. But when you've made your mind up on something, you want to go for a new class, and just fucking go for it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that whatsoever.
This was a men's physique shot back when he was with me, going 3 years ago.
Yeah, look at that midsection, man. That's
His
fucking.
midsection is fucking. It gives me Ali Bilal vibes.
He had a
I
very,
just thought that Ali below obliques. Yeah, really, really nice. Any more shots?
let's see, he's only got that one on his pinned. Scroll through, see if we can find anything.
He's coached by Reese McDonald as well, but I think he definitely did better in men's physique than classic this year. Obviously, it's his first ever season as a classic physique athlete. But like you said, Matt, if you want to swap the division slash class, go for it, send it. And he's put in the work. His legs have definitely come up a lot. I think he just needs a bit more off the legs.
Yeah. I mean, most of the federations now, you can do more than one class anyway. So just jump in two. See how you get on, get the feedback, get the stage experience of being in classic trunks, and then just keep growing. Um, so yeah, I think he's got the potential, but yeah, right now I see him more as men's physique.
That was a good
Yeah,
shot
for
there from
sure.
PCA. good few years ago.
All right. Yeah, it's hard to say because we haven't seen any, or I haven't seen any men's physique shots from this year, so I don't know how he looks in those poses. But
Yeah.
yeah, he's got a great midsection, man. Really, really nice.
If you are watching this, Matt, post some men's physique shots. We want to see them, especially as if you're going to an earlier show doing men's physique. Make sure you don't forget the posing, practice your posing, especially as you've been transitioning to classic. Don't forget how to pose for the physique
Yeah.
shots.
He
I mean,
wanted to,
I can tell from that photo, like his midsection's wicked, and also look at the Dell caps as well. I'm sure if we
Yeah,
hit the men's physique shot, that would look really fucking good.
mm. Yeah, he's done good as well because his legs have really come up since he's been with me as well. It's just probably lacking. I don't know if it's inflammation, but probably just lacking a little bit of conditioning through those quads.
Yeah, it might be an engagement thing, might be a
Yeah.
posing thing, maybe. Um, but he's got some sweep there. I would say maybe adductors need to come up a little bit.
Mm.
yeah, for sure. Right. I think we now have Connor Flanagan. This is one of Reese's clients. I've only got front shots.
I competed
Like
against Connor
you did.
2023.
Was this London?
No, it's NFM Wales.
NFM. Oh, of course. I swear you got the pro card that day, or
No, I was already a pro there, but it was a pro battle because Connor's a pro as well in NFM, or was when it was around.
oh, shit.
So yeah,
Yeah,
it's
he's came up a lot.
no, he's a great athlete. He's natural back then. I don't know if he's natural still, but yeah, it was me and him in the middle, and there was a few assisted athletes on that stage. It was a great show, man. I did win, and then I had to go against Tom Hemming in the overall. That was
Oh,
fun.
bloody hell.
That was fun. But yeah, Connor's got a great physique, especially the size that it looks like he's added. I think he's going to be very, very good this year. Do we know, is he still natty or is he enhanced now?
He is still natural, so he's going for PCA Kettering, I believe he's doing. Obviously, he's going to be aiming for natural finals as well, but I also believe he's going to test himself again at British finals against the enhanced guys. Obviously, he's not a junior anymore, but I'm pretty sure the last time he was a junior, he placed second at British finals, and I mean there was obviously it's a junior lineup there. There was assisted guys on that stage that day, and he's got this like pretty look to him, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's a very
Yeah.
smooth look. I think the way he poses well, like he's going to do well this season. I keep on saying to him like you're going to smash it. You can give the enhanced guys a run for their money as well, so it's going to be interesting to see him again.
I mean, 2023, mate, I was enhanced. I was blasting my socks off that prep, and he really pushed me. He really did push me. So, yeah, no, you're exactly right. He's got a nice, sort of like polished look about him. And yeah, with that added size to go with that polished look, I think he's going to be dangerous.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm excited to see him on stage this year. And see how far he can go with the PCA Naturals. This will be his first ever natural show, I'm guessing. So he's going to have a balanced playing field, to say the least. So
Yeah,
it's going to be cool to see him on stage again.
awesome. Awesome.
Lovely. So now we have my client Max. Max, these shots were from 16 weeks out. So Max is a natural junior bodybuilder. We're going for PCA Naturals 4 in Kettering again. I think we're about 14 weeks out now, around that. We won last year, and obviously we placed sixth at the natural finals. But this year we've got PCA Naturals and then obviously WMBF Super Naturals as our main shows to look forward to.
Mate, he looks good. He looks
Yeah.
very, very good. Yeah, he's got a lot of potential here. I like his posing as well. I think he's hitting these shots very, very well. Is he self-taught with the posing, Pat? Or
Oh, big shout out to do you know Pat?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Uh, I think his name's Patrick Asante or something. Yeah, his posing is incredible. There was a time last year where Max's posing, we really liked it. Obviously, looking at it at the time, we thought we need to improve this, especially the quarter turns. So Max went with uh, Adrian.
Saxon
yeah.
King.
Sax King. Yeah,
Yeah, Saxon King. Max went to him. So he sorted out his posing last year and obviously helped him out a lot. But we looked back at pictures and was like, obviously, we're going to be going into the open classes this year. So junior bodybuilding for our natural regional, but at the finals we're going to be doing classic short as Max is out of the age category. Um, and we thought, you know what, we'll hit up Pat, see what he says, as he is very classical, a mini Terence Ruffin, I like to say. And yeah, his posing, he's it's been flawless with Matt. I think his Max, sorry, I think his posing's excellent now.
Yeah, I would agree. It's I mean, he's got a great shape anyway and loads of potential, but the posing just helps bring him to life even more. Like that front relax is very, very good. Very, very good. So yeah, I think you've got a potential champion there, mate. He looks great.
Fingers crossed. Our main aim for this off season was to bring up the back. We know, especially from Max's back shot, that's probably the weaker area for him. I mean, his legs, obviously, we'd like more sweep, but bringing up a bit more density within the back. Um,
And glutes.
yeah, back in glutes was the main aim this off season, and we've only had a 6 month off season, so especially for a natural, as this is his last year as a junior, we thought let's give it another go. We've got obviously data from working together the previous year. I understand his body, understand how he works, so I'm excited to prep him again this year. And obviously, we're in prep now. Yeah, I'm really excited for this year, especially with Max.
You're doing the natural qualifier and then going to the natural championships.
Yeah, potentially we'll see what happens in between. I think PCA Wales obviously did PCA Wales last year, placed third.
Yeah.
We might give it a go. Like if he's in the position to jump into another show, as there's a pretty big gap, then we might just jump into another show.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll assess at the time, see what he's like.
Did you do you did the natural championships last year, didn't you? With him.
Yeah, it's natural four. That's when your client Rebecca won the overall. Max got the class win. It was a good standard that day. Obviously, you had Pat competing, who is now his posing coach, who's now an IFBB pro in men's physique. Um, you had a few WNBF pros in that overall lineup as well. So yeah, it was a really good show, mate. Really good show.
Be well worth going on to the natural championships as well, which is like the finals for naturals.
Yeah,
See how
yeah,
he
we
does
are
again.
definitely. We're definitely going to do that. He's going to be in classic short this year, as he's out the age category. But I think, obviously, I think classic will suit him better than junior bodybuilding.
Yeah, I would say so. I
Yeah,
would say
he's got
so.
is I mean he's what 14 weeks out and his waist is that tight or like do you know what I mean? The
He's with from
waistline is
16
so
weeks out, I believe. But
Has he sent over any his classic shot?
yeah,
no, he
doesn't
hasn't.
do. No.
Yeah, I would
I,
say so, mate. I would personally put him in classic for sure. It's got a really nice shape and flow to him. I'm gutted I'm not going to be at that PCA show because it's back to back, isn't it? There's the qualifier on the Saturday and then finals on the Sunday, right?
yeah, that's right.
Same weekend as Olympia.
Oh, you're going to the Olympia again?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
were saying that the other day, weren't we? About we want to go to one, don't we?
Oh,
Yeah,
mate,
I would love to go, man.
it's my
It's a
fourth
lot of
year in a
money.
row. It's my fourth year going. It's
How much are
100%
tickets?
to watch the finals.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of fucking money, and they sell out
Uh,
very, very, very quickly. But I don't tend to watch the finals.
yeah.
Unless Tamas gets through to Olympia this year and gets through to finals, then I'll do it. But yeah, otherwise we paid for finals tickets when it was in Florida, and it wasn't worth it, bro, because we were quite far back, and it was a lot. I think it was like $300, $400 to be at the back, and we were basically watching it on a screen anyway. So yeah, you might as well just stay at home and watch it on the screen. You can still watch the pre-judging for men's physique classics and stuff at the expo.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wouldn't. You can pay for the Expo like Elite Pass or whatever it's called, which is only like $60, and
Mm.
that gets you a seat pretty much right in front of the stage for prejudging. So that's worth doing.
Talking about Tamas, what shows is he doing this year?
4 weeks, bro. 4 weeks is his number
Oh,
one. So we're flying out to Miami, and then 1 week after that, he's got Orlando. Uh,
yeah.
and then we've got the European runner shows. It sucks for the European men's physique guys this year because their shows are all back to back. You've got Spain, Italy, Portugal, and then nothing really. So all of them have got to do that essentially. Um, so we're going to skip out Italy. We're just going to do Miami, Orlando, Spain, and Portugal, and then see how he is then. See where we're at with things.
Think it'd be interesting to also see like how the judges will see his physique from like a an American view to obviously a European view. So it'd be cool to get that feedback too.
Well, it's about being smart about the judges. So Tyler Mannion gave him his pro card at M Pro last year. It's the reason why we're doing Miami as show number one. Tyler's judging it. So I want to get him in front of him again. And if we can get a good result there, we got some momentum going into the season. So
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
it's not necessarily about the location, it's who's judging.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. Like sometimes if you put them in front of a judge the same like so many times, they recognize them, and then it's just like you get the feedback from them, then you keep doing it, and it just climbs the ladder for you almost in its own way.
Yeah. And they all have their own personal bias of what men's physique should be. Like
Mm.
it's just a natural part of it. We've all got a preference sort of thing. So if he goes to show number one, and fingers crossed, we get a pretty good result there, I do genuinely feel like in the pro ranks, momentum does carry. So if he then, all the judges have seen Tyler Mannion's giving him a great placement. If Tyler's not at the next show, like, they're going to know who he is. So it just helps. So yeah, we've been a bit strategic with it. Could backfire in a way in some ways because it's 1 week after Pittsburgh, so we might get some fucking tier one guys coming over.
Heavy hitters.
Yeah, but I want to get Tamas next to them anyway, just to see how he stacks up, sort of thing. So I won't really necessarily mind. Pittsburgh's looking like a wicked show. Is
Oh,
it?
what was the show that the is it the Chinese guy? He pulled out. I'm not sure if he's pulled out of a show.
Yeah, it's mixed reviews, isn't it? He's saying he's pulled out and he's back in. I don't know. I think you should do it.
Yeah, man, his physique's wicked.
Fucking unreal. As long as he doesn't do Miami.
Never know. Tamas might show him up.
Maybe, maybe. That, in my opinion,
Fingers crossed.
that guy is very, very fucking good.
Yeah,
But if I was Ali Bilal, Ryan Terry, I'd be worried about him.
100%, man. His physique is incredible. Like his waist is tiny, like really small, and he poses differently to almost all of them. Obviously, Ryan hands on, Ali hands off, and then I think his name's like He Juxian. I have no clue.
I have no clue, mate.
I don't want to butcher it.
That was probably a lot closer than what I could do. So we'll go with that.
We'll stick with that. Right, so this is Abu Khalid. This is one of my close friends. He's coached by Dan Bastick. He did the first PCA Naturals, I believe it was 2024. And he was coached by Dudley then. So he's been in off season since. Has obviously gone assisted since then as well, since 2024. And yeah, coached by Dan Bassick. His classic physique debut is going to be next year, even though I've been telling him, like, you're good enough to go this year. But I understand he wants to, make sure when he actually makes his debut, he wants to have an effect. So he's working, and I think his physique's incredible. I say this to him, and he gives me like Naz vibes a little bit.
I,
But
I
yeah, I
can
love his physique, mate.
I can understand why. I think this guy is going to be very fucking good. Really, really
Yeah.
good. Don't he better not go at the same time as me. He can fuck off. Yeah, he looks class. Like you can tell. I think it's the right decision waiting until next year because you can see with his muscle bellies the potential that he's got. When he has a bit more size, that is going to look insane. So I think it's the right decision. I could get the temptation of going for this year, but I think next year with a bit more size, he's going to be lethal. The front lat spread in particular is crazy, man. Like that is a
Yeah,
good shot, a very good shot. Could he
frame is crazy.
turn PCA Pro this year? Probably, probably. But if he does a decent growing season and then goes next year with maybe 4 or 5 more kilo, he'd be top three in the PCA Pro show. And who knows what he could do in NPC. So yeah, I like his physique a lot.
I remember saying to him, like, if he wanted to go this year, like his physique, if obviously his goal is going to be in the end IFBB, but he wants to obviously make a mark in PCA first. There's a guy called Dennis. He turned PCA Pro at finals this year.
Yeah, I know Dennis. Yeah.
Abby's physique, like when I look at his physique, I'm like, you give me like Dennis vibes if we're looking from PCA. And obviously Dennis is a PCA Pro now. So I
Mhm.
said to him, if he wanted to go this year, you'd be in the mix. But if he wants to add, obviously, more muscle and solidify that tissue, then next year, without a doubt, he's going to be a threat.
Yeah, yeah. You can just tell, especially if he keeps that waistline tight, and just continues to add size, like it is, it's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. How tall is he?
He is 5'8", I believe,
5'8". Okay.
and this is
So,
peak off season too.
so he will need to obviously take into account his NPC weight cap being 5'8",
Yeah,
and if he depends how responsive he is. If he's very responsive in this next push-up, they'll need to obviously be cautious about that.
for sure, man, for sure. Very promising future.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's going to be one to watch.
Maybe potentially one day we can see you and him in an overall together.
Hopefully not. I don't want to go against that guy.
That is
Yeah,
all the physiques wrapped up, I believe.
is it all done?
Yeah, we had a few more, but there was quite a few more. We'll do them in another episode potentially, but
Yeah,
that is
that was good.
everything.
How long was that, boys? Oh, we've been over an hour, to be fair.
Yeah. We still got the Q&A if you want to run through those as well.
Oh, fuck it hell. Go on, quick fire.
Let's see. Let me go back through the screenshots on the phone. I had some very odd ones that aren't bodybuilding related, but
Ah.
I'm going to ask it anyway. So this is one of my ex-clients, but her boyfriend. Would you rather fuck Megan Fox with a penis or Hulk Hogan with a vagina?
What?
This is what I mean. Some absolute random shit. Would
Oh
you
my God.
rather fuck Megan Fox with a penis
Yeah,
or Hulk Hogan with a vagina?
that's an easy question, right? It's Megan Fox. Why would you choose Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
Why would anyone choose that?
Combination.
Unless she's got like a fetish for Hulk Hogan and she thinks that's a genuine like close call. I don't
Yeah,
know.
fuck knows. All right, we'll go to some more sane questions. What's one thing most people get completely wrong about building a great physique?
Oh, they could get a lot of things wrong. Um, I would say. I would say just not getting dialed in with the basics. It's a boring answer, but you'll be spinning your wheels if you're not eating properly, if you're not training hard, and if your routine's all over the place, you're going to really struggle to take your physique to the next level. So it's a boring answer, but I would say just lock in with the basics, and you'll get off to a really good start.
It's true though, isn't it? As well, I think too many people are looking for the next hack or the next drug or the next best workout, and it's like it's not that complicated, realistically, is it? Like
Nope.
eat,
It's
train,
the
sleep,
basics.
repeat, sort of thing. Like just nail your foundations.
Yeah. Yeah. And don't, there's a saying, isn't there? Paralysis by analysis.
Mm.
Don't over analyze everything and, fucking read all the studies and think you have to be so meticulous with everything. Just go in the gym and have a good time, lift some weight, eat good food, and sleep.
Yeah, 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 yeah. What was the biggest influence on how you train or coach today?
It's actually having shit coaches in the past. That's probably my biggest influence because I learned what not to do.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that I did it still, because it's taught me a lot. So that's probably my answer. What about you two?
It's well, I've only ever had one other coach, so I can't say they were shit because
Oh,
it was Tom Hames, Evolution Training.
oh yeah, yeah.
So I suppose I suppose it kind of ties onto that one. Learning from the best, learning from people who are way experienced, who are doing well. That's taught me and influenced me on how I coach today as a standard.
That's a much more positive answer than my one. Yeah.
I'd say the same with myself as well. Like, just look at like you're always going to have somebody in a gym, like especially being younger, like myself. You're going to look up to, and you're going to think, I remember seeing people at my old gym, the grow room, and I saw that they was competing, getting pro cards, and I thought I want to be like that. So I'd literally just listen to them and take their advice, um, and just go from there. Like, just appreciate the people that's around you and listen to them.
I think that can work. Sometimes it can backfire big time.
Yeah, yeah, I
The
agree.
first, like when I first got into getting on cycle, there was no real YouTube. There was no one was open and honest about it. We were still reading magazines, right? All I learned from was the biggest guy in the gym, and he was a strong man. And my first cycle was Trent. And it was fucking not.
Oh,
I went
no,
straight in
what?
the
No,
deep
no
end.
test base.
Yeah, there was testing there as well. There was a lot
Okay.
of tests as well. So it was straight in the deep end. So yeah, learn from the people around you, but be careful at the same time.
I think going back to back at the start, biggest regrets. That was one of my biggest. When I first started PDs, I remember it was test, trend, debol was my first cycle.
Classic. Yeah, yeah. Brilliant. I
Just
bet you
blew
got
up like
strong as fuck.
yeah, mate, vascular and blew up like an absolute water balloon. But like,
Yeah.
but no, I had no knowledge. It was the old. My mate got me into it. We do the typical like we'll start with Psalms, see how we get on first, and
Oh no.
then we got on to the harder stuff. But it was the classic look at Reddit forums, bodybuilding forums. You just see the classic cycle. You're like, yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it can be a slippery slope. Where everyone's very lucky these days. There's so many different like people that actually educate online, and
Mm,
even educational portals and members site which you could sign up to. We never had any of that growing up. So yeah, it's a lot less common now, I think, to get really shit advice like that because it's kind of been stamped out a bit, luckily.
yeah, it was very old school bodybuilding back when I started.
Yeah. Yeah.
Final question. What first got you serious about training?
It was the gym opening in my small town. Having the ability to walk there, and always wanted to do it, and that gave me the avenue to do it. So that was it for me. It was just having the ability to get to a gym and get after it.
Hmm.
What about you two?
Oh, do you know what? I think the turning point for me, I can't remember what it was. I remember what got me into bodybuilding. I remember seeing PCA Eurovision, not Eurovision, what's it called? They've stopped it now. It used to be the Expo, Body Power.
Yeah, body power.
I
Yeah,
remember seeing that, and I remember seeing Brandon Harding do his show years ago. And I remember he won that show, and I was like, I want to look like that. I want to be like that. Who's this coach? And I remember that was it. That was like the turning point for me.
his coach was it Callum then, or who was
No,
it?
Tom Hames. That's
Oh,
why I signed up with
that's why
Tom.
he signed up with Tom.
Yeah,
Right, gotcha. Yeah,
yeah, that
nice.
was it. I was like, right, who's this coach? Remember looking on his Instagram, just scrolled through and just saw result. I thought, right, I'm gonna message
Why
him.
not?
That was it. Like that was it. And that's what just it was just like a spark. Like I was training, but I wasn't serious.
Yeah,
Like it was just like I'm just training for myself. And then I was watching bodybuilding. I was like, oh yeah, it looks cool. And then I just remember seeing that show and I thought, yeah, that's it. I want to be like that.
nice. Yeah, I mean, my first influence probably from like a YouTuber or something like that. Do you boys remember Ziz?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was Ziz, Jeff Side, yeah, Rob Ritchie's as well. Obviously, he got into the men's physique scene a lot. So yeah, I think they were sort of like the first internet kind of influence I had. Which are yeah, I mean, Ziz, fucking hell, that's he had a crazy lifestyle, didn't he?
Yeah.
I
Very
don't know why.
crazy.
I don't know why he was so loved. A lot of people really found him motivational, didn't they?
Mm, yeah.
I feel like back in those times, I'm not sure. I shouldn't really say this, but I feel like back in those times, it's what you'd want to do though. Just like get shredded, party,
Yeah,
live
yeah.
your best life.
I think you're right because, like I said at the start of the episode, where I was from, it was a very party place. So it's like maybe it's the combination of the two worlds together, and I thought that's what I wanted to do. Um, yeah, but then he fucking didn't he sniff loads of coke and die in a sauna or something?
I think
Right.
so.
Probably not the best lifestyle to follow. Yeah,
Oh
What
god.
was your influence, Pat?
For the gym or like bodybuilding?
Yeah, bodybuilding. We'll go bodybuilding.
Bodybuilding. It's weird. I just wanted to put more muscle on, so I started watching like David Lade videos, like the old Gymshark stuff like that. And then obviously as like people like where I branched into Gymshark, you have like Anthony Mantello. He branched into bodybuilding then, and I remember seeing this like him winning his regional at a teenage like, as a teenager, and I thought that is really cool. I want to do that, and then I start researching about what's going to get me muscle as quick as possible. Start finding some things that work, some things that don't, and then yeah, I'm guessing David Lee got the YouTube scene, Gymshark, and then my friend Jack Pritch, who you obviously coach, Matt. He got into bodybuilding, signed up with you. I think we signed up at at the same time.
Literally, I think within a week apart or 2 weeks apart, you came together.
I think he signed up to you, so I thought, you know what, I want to give this a go as well. Like I've got, even if I don't get on stage over the next 2 years, I can just grow and grow. And as long as I have somebody doing it for me, I thought, you know what, it saves me from thinking like making mistakes myself. So I signed up with you, and then that's just how I got into
I think
bodybuilding.
I remember you messaged me because it was when I had Jake Quim, and it was when he was 17 natty, wasn't he? And he did PCA Worlds and he won that show.
Yeah.
And then I remember, I think, did you come to me before that? Or was it after that?
I think it was after I remember seeing him on TikTok blowing up, and I was like, this
Yeah,
guy's 17 and lives like 40 minutes away. How is this even possible?
yeah,
So I
yeah,
signed
yeah.
up with you, and I was like, I want to know the secret. But
And then I saw you. We were training at the Grow Room in where I can't remember the
Bristol,
location, Bristol. That was it. And then I remember then I think you messaged me after that, wasn't it?
yeah, I remember seeing you. It's the little flawless physique logo on your vest. Actually, this is so weird. I promise I don't do this to anybody, but I took a picture of you
Stalked
because
me.
you were like, I swear you had like contact details on the back or something, or the Instagram. So I was like, I
Probably
took a
back,
picture of this
back
guy.
in the old days. I remember they were awful, and I think I had my socials on the back of them or something as well. Like,
Home phone number.
yeah, the thing where you'd have like coach on your back, your Instagram tag or something. Like,
It clearly worked. You got Pat signed up. You took a
yeah,
picture of
Yeah,
it. There you
yeah,
go.
yeah.
but yeah, that's how I got into it, and then obviously moved to a bodybuilding gym. Because I feel like atmosphere is very important for me, and like I train now locally, but the feeling isn't the same. The only reason I don't train at like train by JP or like Alpha is because commuting to it with my job is it can be a bit of a ball ache, and I'd rather get 100% session and get all my meals in at the right time than potentially have to push back meals and potentially like not get my session in at the right time.
Yeah. We moved house just to be closer to better gyms. So we did it twice for that very reason. So yeah, originally in Cornwall, trying to get to shows, mate, and trying to get to decent gyms and stuff is just fucking nightmare. So that's when we moved to Plymouth. So we were a little
Yeah,
bit closer. There's more of a bodybuilding kind of like hub there and community. But we're still too far from shows, and the gyms there are okay, but they're not like there was a few IFBB pros there at the time, but they all moved on. So we moved on as well, and that's why we're at where we are now. Because like 20 minutes, you got trained by JP, Alpha Neon Gym. There's a big foundry opening in Worcester as well, and to get to most shows, it's within a couple of hours easily. So yeah, I do agree with what you say. I think changing your environment sometimes is a necessary part of growth.
That's what I did. Moved from
Where
Hereford.
do you live?
So I was Hereford, which is a small place. There's only one bodybuilding gym there. And when you're like the big fish in a small pond, you need to move on to the next because there's not really any bodybuilders there. And I was like, do you know what? I need to move on. But my missus, she works at a prison here in Redditch, so near Birmingham. They've got Elite Fitness Redditch here, which is a massive bodybuilding gym.
Yeah,
We're
I've
like,
heard it's good.
yeah, and when we were like a couple of years ago, we're like, right, should we just move house? Because we're just traveling. I was traveling an hour up here to just to train and for her to go to work. I thought we might as well just move up here. I remember
Yeah.
when we were looking for where we are now, it's literally 4 minutes around the corner from the gym. I thought, fantastic,
Oh,
perfect.
yeah,
Like
it's very good, man. I keep meaning to come up to that gym to train because I've heard it's very good.
it's really, and they keep upgrading it all the time. They've got like new mezzanine floors in, more. It just keeps turn. You just bring more kit all the time. It's massive now. It's huge.
Nice. Sometimes I don't know where these boys get their money from for these gyms.
I,
Fucking
I
unreal.
know he's had a wait since I've joined. He's had a wait list for years for the gym, so the money's just coming in all the time.
Madness. Madness. We're in the wrong industry, boys. We just need to open a massive gym. That's what we need to do.
that
Side
is the
project,
goal. I'd love to do that one day.
side project next year.
So, right, boys, is that everything?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll wrap up.
that's wrapped up.
You want to
Awesome.
do the outro, Pat?
I'll let you do it, Matt. I'll be
Oh,
nice.
All right then. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you've all enjoyed. Make sure to hit the like, subscribe, and we will catch you all in the next episode.